Not even her dog. It's my dog! She's taking my dog!
Ernest Borgnine was a celebrated American actor, known for his gruff, often tough guy characters, but before his Hollywood success, he served in the U.S. Navy during World War II. Born Ernest Borgnine. On January 24, 1917, in Hamden, Connecticut, Borgnine joined the Navy in 1935 at age 18, initially serving for a 6-year term. At the outset of World War II, he re-enlisted in 1941 and served through the war, ultimately achieving the rank of gunner's mate first class. Of his enlistment, Borgnine recalled, "When I got into the Navy, there were 11 of us who were picked out of 1,200, and I didn't feel as lucky then as I felt now. To get into the Navy in those days was really a hard thing because of so many people that wanted to get in on account of the terrible depression. I never realized it, but I went home and I told my mom that I now work for the government. I joined the Navy. Well, she had wanted me to go to college and everything else, but that wasn't in the books for me, not till later anyway. And so I joined the Navy and I stayed in there for 6 years. And then I got out and just 3 months later, we were at war with Japan. And so I went back in for the rest of the remainder of the war from the beginning to end. And we went out hunting submarines in January 1942. We and 2 other ships went up and down the East Coast. And why they never shot at us, I have no idea why. Of course, they wouldn't have got very much because there were only about 75 of us aboard this little converted yacht. The USS Sylph that old man Murphy Benson had given to the Navy for $1, operating first out of Tompkinsville, New York, and then New London, Connecticut. The Sylph patrolled for German U-boats during 1942, a devastating year for American merchantmen off the East Coast. In the fall of 1943, she was assigned to Quonset Point, Rhode Island, and a year later to the Naval Base at Port Everglades, Florida, along with her unit, the Surface Division of the Atlantic Fleet's Anti-Submarine Development Detachment. She was used mainly for training sonarmen and testing and researching new sound and anti-submarine equipment. The Sylph and her unit contributed greatly to the U.S. victory over Germany's Grey Wolves. During his naval service, Borgnine rose in rank from seaman to gunner's mate first class. Of his service, Borgnine said, "I put 10 years in altogether. It was worth it. It was a wonderful organization and a great way to become a man. I think it's still like that." His service took him across different assignments, including serving on the USS Lamberton, a destroyer minesweeper that performed escort duties in the Pacific. This experience gave Borgnine a unique perspective on discipline, camaraderie, and resilience, qualities he would later bring to some of his most iconic roles. After the war, Borgnine didn't initially know what he wanted to do. It was his mother who suggested acting, saying he might find joy in performing since he enjoyed entertaining others. This advice led him to pursue an acting career, which eventually brought him immense success, including an Academy Award for Marty in 1955. Borgnine would remain proud of his service throughout his life, often speaking about his time in the Navy and maintaining a close relationship with veteran groups. His military experience contributed to his sense of duty and shaped his rugged screen presence, especially in military and law enforcement roles, making him a respected figure in Hollywood and among veterans alike. Perhaps his most memorable roles were in The Wild Bunch, The Dirty Dozen starring alongside Lee Marvin, the World War I classic All Quiet on the Western Front, From Here to Eternity with Burt Lancaster, and the 60s American sitcom McHales Navy, which ran for 138 episodes. Borgnine never trained as a pilot himself, but became an honorary flight leader of the Blue Angels, whom he often took to dinner when they flew into Naval Air Station Point Mugu, California. Ernest Borgnine died on July 8, 2012 in Los Angeles at the age of 95. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you have a thought on Ernest Borgnine, drop a comment below.